Hello, thank you for joining me. My name is Alexandria Love. In a time of quickly advancing technology, the next generation of scholars need to be able to keep up. According to the Orleans Marketing Group, the amount of technical information is doubling every 2 years. For students starting a 4-year technical or college degree, that means half of what they learn in their first year study will be outdated by their third year of study. Which brings me to the point of this speech. Textbooks should be replaced with tablets and laptops. This will ensure that students are getting the most accurate information, participating in interactive learning, and have access to more information. Being a student myself, I would really appreciate not having to carry around heavy textbooks that will essentially be holding inaccurate information in the future. There is a huge problem when students are not given the most up-to-date information when there is an obvious solution to solve it. Let me explain the problem. Textbooks become outdated after a while because the world is always evolving, but I have a solution. Replacing textbooks with technology like laptops and tablets will ensure students are learning correct information. The world and history will forever be changing. This isn't something that stays consistent forever. With a tablet or laptop, the most relevant content can be added into the device with a simple update. Some argue that they could just print out the new edition, but this option would save time and paper from downloading and printing out the latest edition of the book every so often. Ask yourself, when is the last time I did some research and actually looked at the last updated date given on the website? Well, I would assume not enough, because we're often in a rush to find evidence that supports our claims, when in reality, that information can be inaccurate at the time of our viewing. Which is a prime example on why students need the most up-to-date information. For example, say a student is going to college to be an architect. They are issued a book that is 5 years old. I personally wouldn't want that architect building my house or building because things have changed and we now use more sturdy materials that ensure safety and durability. Just how we have to get up-to-date information, it is important to connect with students as well. These technology devices allow students to get feedback and have interaction while learning. Some software applications can actually retain information like the student's performance and produce individualized learning programs based on the data. We've all been there when we had to turn in a paper test and had to wait days or even weeks to get the results back. And when we did receive them, they were no help. The paper maybe came back with a couple red X's, but no explanation on why that answer was wrong. Using a device for learning will grant students quicker feedback on how they did and ways to help them score better the next time. Some might be wondering, okay, but now we're just allowing students to have too much screen time and not enough learning the old-fashioned way. But we have to know that our future is digital, and if the world was still in the same spot it was 50 years ago, we have failed. It could possibly be difficult to help students separate technology time from learning and playing time, but that's when time management and focusing activities come into play. Technology is the new reality, and if you're on the bandwagon or not, the show is still going on. Another reason why converting to technology in the classroom is beneficial for students, because with the use of these devices, students will have access to more information on the web. According to Pew Research, 95% of teens have access to smartphones, and 45% of those teens say they're online constantly. Technology is the reality, and most students perform better when learning digitally rather than flipping through pages. A tablet can hold hundreds of books in one place and offer space to store extra information. Instead of flipping through hundreds of pages, students can click one button to access the information they need. Tablets can also be used to store homework, quizzes, and tests, eliminating heavy loads from the students' backpacks and desks. Okay, maybe you're contemplating if this is a good idea or not. Well, there will always be a few roadblocks, also known as cons, but there is also always a solution. The cost and distraction problems that could possibly arise from converting to technology devices can simply be handled with a budget adjustment and a technology class that most schools already offer. The intention of this speech isn't to persuade you to get rid of books as a whole, but to reconsider how we want our next generation to get educated. Would we want the Will we want them learning outdated information through a book or up-to-date information through a tablet? Today, I went over the 3 reasons on why tablets should replace textbooks in the classroom. They will offer a student a chance to learn the most accurate information, have interactions, and access more information. And remember, technology is ever-changing, so do you have what it takes to change with it? Are there any questions? Thank you. Thank you for your time again, and go give the new technology world a try.